All right, we're in round 3. Our opponent chose to play last, which is pretty uncommon, I guess. I'm going to keep this hand. Looking pretty good. We get to go, I guess, anticipate into complete disregard, which is not busted, but maybe anticipate finds something good for us. Like Sky Spawner. That would be nice. Oh, well, I guess that's not possible now, but I'm still pretty happy. So, okay. That's fine. Let's play Anticipate here. I think I actually take the Cataract. Just something to do in the late game. I definitely don't need a swamp. And Fertile Thicket is fine, but I'm not going to find a land off of it. And it basically just feeds Painful Truths, whereas I'd rather just have Blighted Cataract, I think. So let's take the Cataract, which I think is fine there. Alright, so now we drop Sky Spawner. I think I'd rather trade a Sky Spawner Flyer for a Slide Runner than use the complete disregard on it. It's a pretty fair trade in my mind. Take a couple trample damage, but we net a Scion. Seems fine. We can disregard the next threat. Alright, no threat yet. Scatter to the winds, but no second blue mana just yet. That's okay. Still no play. Alright, this will be a good island draw turn. Hey, called shot. You know how I love my called shots. And we can even awaken too. Broken. Still no play. Well, I'm okay with that. Scatter that. Still find another island, I think. I don't think we have any double black in our deck anyway. Yeah, we don't. Skimmer is actually a good draw. So I can kill a lot of things. And I've got a fatty coming up. Disregard could feed into its plan. Alright, sheer drop the land, which makes sense. Pretty easy block. So we're going to disregard that completely. Which still kind of worked out better for him. He got to kill one of my creatures. But I mean, I guess pretty much equaled out there, to be honest. I got value because I countered a spell and got a creature. He got value because he killed that creature and got a creature. So, not a huge deal. Drowner of Hope is one of the strongest cards in the game, but thankfully I have this Demon's Grasp in my hand. So, we'll swing with the Skimmer first, see if he taps it down. I don't think he will. He did not. So, I think we just kill Drowner now. I could play Ruin Processor, I guess. What does that do for me? I can wait a turn, right? I'm way ahead. I feel like I just Demon's Grasp now, though. I mean, it just feels worth it. So I could have played the Processor, could have gained 5, had a 7/8. But if my opponent has Counterspell, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. Ooh. Angel Renewal is a pretty strong card. So I guess we play Processor now. Sure. So don't use a land. Draw familiar, birthing, drone, land. Processor, and then we'll pass. Gain our 5, get a 7/8, pass the turn. So now we can Blighted Cataract or Adverse Conditions, both of which are pretty good. Alright, I still have Clutch of Currents, right? Yeah, so I can still get Processor back. Alright, it's kind of a big threat. Hopefully draw something relevant here. Sludge Crawler. So, guess I can play Sludge Crawler. Swing with Skimmer. Can use Adverse Conditions to tap, or I could draw from Blighted Cataract. I think I'd probably just use Conditions now, though. Seems like a pretty good time to use it. But if I was going to do that, then maybe I should have done it on... No, I definitely shouldn't have done it on my turn. Because I was thinking maybe swing with the Processor, but that doesn't make sense. Then it would have just untapped sooner. Whereas this gives us a couple turns of tempo, which I think is better. Undo Rising. Well, this actually is not going to be as bad as one might think. It's not great, admittedly, but he's not going to gain the extra 8, which is good. So move to his combat, tap these two. Oh, guess we actually have to use blue mana. And we can actually still triple block his mountain. Actually, I guess I should have tapped. Mountain and... Oh. He has Spell Shrivel? Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. Well, worked out perfect for opponent then. That was his last card too. Wow. Alright. So, it didn't work out well for us at all, to be perfectly frank. Worked pretty poorly for us, as a matter of fact. So, I guess the plan is block that, take too much damage, be unhappy about it. Land is not what I wanted, so let's Cataract here. Clutch of Currents, so guess I can... Let's see. Swing with Sludge Crawler plus Silent Skimmer, since I can't really block with Skimmer anyway. And then I play... If he blocks, I get to pump Sludge Crawler. If he doesn't block... What do I do? I Sludge... Well, Just think of clutching my Rune Processor. Might have to chump with Silent Skimmer, which seems bad, mostly because it is. That's a tough spot. I don't like it. Guess we swing with Sludge Crawler. See if he pumps, or see if he blocks, rather. Does block. So I guess now we're going to chump plus block mountain, take 4. It seems pretty bad, once again, because it is. But if my opponent attacks with everything, doesn't have anything, I can get in with Sludge Crawler, ingest, Clutch of Currents, my Rune Processor, replay it, gain 5, go back up to 9, which still doesn't seem very good. Just those two? Well, I guess if it's just those two, it's essentially the same thing anyway. Guess we'll just jump here then. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Yeah. Also didn't want to see that. Yeah, well, let's just go to the next game. I just straight up lose. All right, that wasn't cool. Did not like that. Did not like that at all. All right, let's try this. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've managed to find islands before. We have 2 opportunities now, so see if it'll happen for us. All right, opponent mulls to 5. We did put them on the draw, which they like, though. Put the island on top. All right. Well, gonna swing into it. It's a better trade for us anyway. Even though we're not gonna be able to ingest, it's not the cornerstone of our deck, obviously. And our opponent had to mulligan, so them losing a creature is a bigger deal. Yeah, and in fact, I think they realize that too. So, ooh, Radiant Flames. Well, sure glad I ingested that right after playing a Sky Spawner. Well, to be honest, I didn't. I don't think I would have traded here anyway, so this is actually just fine. Blighted Cataract. So, guess we just swing, see how my opponent blocks. Oh, not that one. Well, Angel of Renewal is a good one to hit. I guess we just go Cataract, pass, probably just use adverse conditions. Alright, well, I admit, pretty sick follow-up for him. I've already ingested a couple times, though. Could Clutch of Currents something. Doesn't quite seem worth it. So I think we'll just Fertile Thicket. Use it. Sure, don't need a land. Draw. Swing with Sky Spawner. Mindraker, and we'll process. Discarding a Slide Runner. Alright. Treat. Is last card a land? It is. So opponent's in top deck mode, and we've currently got a pretty commanding little presence here. Alright, so I guess we can go Clutch now. Bounce a Scion. My opponent can still double block Mindraker, though. Maybe we just play a Processor. Also seems fine. So maybe we just swing with Sky Spawner Mindraker, trade a Mindraker for an Incubator Drone, which I think is actually fine. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll play a Processor. So we'll trade a Mindraker for a Drone, and we'll play a Processor, and I think we're still pretty good. Alright, well, it did the order I wanted it to that time, so I guess that's good news. Guess I was wrong. It doesn't always do it the opposite way I want. Yeah, I guess we'll gain 5. Could save it for our other Mindraker or Merc Strider or something, but it doesn't seem completely necessary. Alright, another land from our opponent. So I think that we just clutch a token. Actually, I guess we, yeah, gets rid of a chump block. Yeah, still pretty advantageous trading for us all around. And we still have the Blighted Cataract, so we're kind of in the much better position here. Yeah, I think we're just going to hold these two cards just on the off chance my opponent has some sort of board wipe in his deck. Or Drowner of Hope. Alright, well now I guess I want to play Malachor Familiar. So I guess he's got to tap the Sky Spawner. At least to tap the Processor too, to be honest. Alright, now I guess we play Malachor Familiar. This way, even if he draws something... Well, I guess he would have to have... Alright, wait, that was just game 2. So, can beat them all to 5. That's great news. Can beat Moles to 5. I don't think we have anything. Hedron Blade does not seem great. Guess we keep it the same. This hand's certainly good enough. Opponent wants to draw again, which kind of makes sense. If they're 3-color with no fixing, then it's probably what you want to do. Get Sky Spawner at the right time is good news. Are we going to get Radiantly Flamed here? There's a chance, but definitely going to play into it regardless. Alright, let's see if we get this spell shriveled. Alright, well, Radiant Flames is less of a big deal now, I guess. Unless my opponent has 4th color. Even if they Radiant Flames, they lose 3, which is good. Belligerent Whiptail, not good enough. So I think we're going to sack the Scion so we can get in for an extra 3 points of damage. Which totally seems worth it. Yeah, so now if my opponent Radiance Flames, they go to 3 and then 1 with the Silent Skimmer swing. Incubator Drone, not good enough. I think if I swing with everything, my opponent still dies. Well, makes it a lot easier. Alright, so drew the nuts in game 3 for the win. Let's see if my opponent says something. Did not. I have to remember to check now. Okay, well, did not have an optimal blue-black build and certainly got stomped a few games. Stomped really bad a couple games. I mean, we went 2-1. We definitely dealt with, like I said, some opponents that had some serious mana issues, so tough to gauge. It's also a small sample size. I'm willing to try the deck again, certainly in Swiss. Cool aspects of the deck. Well, Scatter to the Winds is fantastic, of course. We got full value on Painful Truths a couple times, and that felt good. Zulaport Cutthroat played as well as it always does. I love this card. Culling Drone, and yeah, Culling Drone's pretty bad, but it was a necessary evil for this deck. Nothing else really to say. So, all right, blue-black, I did it. With processing, no less. We'll see. I probably will try again in the future and hopefully make a better deck. Oh yeah, wait, Fertile Thicket. They played great in this deck. They were really fantastic. In fact, I felt like even if I didn't have the Painful Truths, I liked Fertile Thickets. They felt really good in here. So let's try and remember that for the future. All right. See you guys for the next one.